Good day everyone. Welcome back to the Azure SQL Managed Instance series, where we dive deep into all things related to managing your Azure SQL environment. In today's video, we are tackling a common roadblock that many of you encounter when working with Azure SQL Managed Instance, the dreaded bad request error. Specifically, we'll be focusing on resolving the bad request error that pops up when trying to enable CETAS, create external table as select using PowerShell. This error can be frustrating, but fear not, because by the end of this video, you will have the knowledge and tools to overcome it. First, we will discuss why enabling CETAS is essential and what scenario it unlocks. Then, we will walk through the exact steps that lead to the error. After that, we will dive into the most common causes of the error and provide a comprehensive troubleshooting guide. Whether you are a seasoned Azure SQL Pro or just starting your journey, this video will equip you with the skills to tackle this challenge head on. Before we jump into the troubleshooting process, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our Azure SQL Managed Instance series. Alright, let's get started on resolving that bad request error and enabling CETAS with PowerShell on your Azure SQL Managed Instance. Stick around to become an Azure SQL troubleshooting expert. CETAS can be enabled via PowerShell or CLI by setting configuration option allowPolybaseExport to 1. So we can basically use this CETAS functionality to offload data from your Azure SQL managed instance onto your Azure blob storage, that is your into your storage account. And this way, what you can do is like you can move your infrequently accessed data from your Azure SQL managed instance, which is quite a costly affair, to your blob storage, which is comparably less cheaper. Yep. So when you do this, you will still be able to access this data from your Azure blob storage, but you will definitely have some performance in it. But instead of removing the data directly from the Azure SQL managed instance, now you have this option to move this to Azure blob storage and access it as an external table on Azure SQL managed instance. And when you do this, this will allow you to save cost in Azure SQL managed instance, and also like you have a very convenient place where you can park your cold data and still you will be able to access it. So what I'm going to do now is like I'm going to use this command Set-AzSqlServerConfigurationOption, and then I'm going to enable this allowPolybaseExport to 1. Yeah. So I have provided the resource group name and then the instance name, that is your managed instance name here. I will start it. So to keep in mind, I have put the required scripts in the description section of this video. You guys can utilize that. In this case, I've already provided the required subscription ID. I'm just executing this particular command right now. So what I'll do now is like I will go ahead and complete running this command, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so if you can see here, this particular command basically failed with an error, set AZSQL server configuration option, long running operation, failed with status bad request. So if we look at this managed instance that we have, what is happening is like the status of this particular managed instance is set to stopped. So that is the reason we are getting this particular error. So now if we start this managed instances, it's a development box that I'm using. So now if you start this managed instance and then reissue this particular command, you will no longer see this particular message. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.